Okay guys, Hunter Elliott, rangehot.com. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the Colt Mustang, but not just a regular Mustang. This is a Colt Mustang with a polymer receiver. 380 Auto Ammunition has made some great strides over the past few years as far as functionality, dependability, and expansion lethality. So I've got a lot more confidence today in the 380 Auto than I would have said, 5, 6, 7 years ago. Here again, this is a little pocket pistol in 380 Auto, but I'm out here today doing a couple of the reviews. We've got everything set up at 25 yards, so I thought, what the hell? Let's just see what this little Colt Mustang would do at 25 yards from a rest. We're going to put some Hornet A critical defense through the little Colt Mustang at 25 yards and see what she'll do. Now, like I said, this is not really a 25-yard gun. This is a, as my father would say, a get the hell off me pistol. But while we're here, why not? Believe it or not, the little Colt printed 2.5, 3-inch groups from 25 yards, which is really not bad at all considering what this little gun's designed for.
I'm Allison, and here I am with the Colt Mustang with the polymer receiver. I want to put some rounds downrange, see what I think, see how it feels, because this is a gun that I'm very seriously interested as a concealed carry weapon. So let's see how it goes. I have 2 magazines.
So I got a couple magazines here. We're going to shoot. Now we are, I want to grab the camera. That's 12 rounds. Pretty rapid fire from the little Mustang. And this is the first day we've had it out, so we're still kind of getting a feel for it. Alright, so we've been out here now. That was my 2 mags. You see my little ping pong size group at, well, we was about 25 feet away. The one thing though that I have noticed, I've shot a lot of little pocket pistols over the years in reviews. A lot of them you've got to be really careful because they make them so daggum small. If you're not careful, if you've got large hands, you could worry about this trigger finger as you're indexing the receiver, one of your hands getting in front of the muzzle. And you know as well as I know, you don't want to cover anything you're not willing to destroy with the muzzle.
Now we've had about 200 rounds through this so far of various types of ammunition, from ball to a variety of defensive ammo. So I just wanted to do a demonstration to let you see how it shoots.
You just heard what Allison told you, so I'm not going to go through all that. We're just kind of wrapping up the review of the little Mustangs. But just to kind of give you an idea of how it runs, how it looks, how it shoots. The video portion of the Colt Mustang XSP review. We've had it to the range, 3 or 4 times. We've got a little bit better now than 200 rounds through it. A lot of those were defensive ammunition, Hornet A critical defense, some Spear Gold dots, a handful of other, name brand defensive ammunition. The guns run great, haven't had any trouble. It's reasonably accurate. We shot it out to 25 yards. Shot great, no malfunctions. Even some of the warmer 380, one concern that I had was it being a polymer receiver. It does save a lot on weight. but I didn't know how that would affect, the recoil. I know 380 Auto is not a hard recoiling cartridge, but when you've got some of the warmer defensive rounds, 380 auto with a light little small gun like that, you can, the perceived recoil is going to be a little greater. With this, it was pretty easy to control, maintain, shoot. Accuracy, like I say, was good. So, but I personally have not had as much time with the gun as Allison has. She's been using this for her primary carry gun for the past couple months. So, Allison, where are you at with it?
I love it. I absolutely love this gun. It is the perfect size for a small frame person like me. It conceals very easily on my body. And I like the fact that it's lightweight. It has a really good trigger pull. And one thing I really like too is that it has the Ambi Safety. The mag holds 6 plus 1 in the chamber, so I feel like with the spare mag with me, I have enough ammunition for any kind of situation that I might encounter, hopefully. And the only thing that I really feel like my preference would be a little bit different is the sights. Now, I have always been very partial to having 3-dot or some kind of color or white sights.
My experience with the gun, I like the gun as well. It does have the ambidextrous safety, which is good. There's a lot of people out there left-handed. They actually, I guess they deserve to have a good pistol too to carry and shoot. So, what I like most about this pistol myself personally is, everybody can see the gun is clear. It being a small defensive gun, a lot of the small defensive pistols on the market today, when they ship from the factory, they've got one magazine. You know, I'm a huge proponent in carrying a spare mag with you. Even if you don't need the extra ammunition, as anything can fail, a magazine can fail. So if your mag, goes south on you while you're trying to run the gun, you're not going to have the time to take it apart and kind of fool with it and fix it. Colt's good enough to send a second magazine with it, so always have that spare mag in your back pocket. Even if, like I said, you don't need the ammunition, you may need that magazine. A lot of the other smaller defensive pistols on the market today don't lock the slide back on an empty magazine. This Colt does, and does reliably. Man, that's my biggest damn pet peeve on some of these guns. I know they're defensive guns. I know they're up close and personal. You can run the mag dry, slide locks back to the rear. It's a visual index that your gun is dry. I mean, if, God forbid, you were using it in a defensive type situation, I mean, how many people really count rounds? None that I know of. So, some of the other handguns that I have looked at and reviewed did not lock the slide back on an empty mag, and so the way you find out your gun is dry is when you pull the trigger, nobody's home. They say that's the loudest, quietest bang you'll ever hear. If you had to change mags, you've got your spare mag in your back pocket, bam, you can get the gun back in the fight. Or, but a lot of these people are shooting these backup pistol matches. They're called bug matches, backup gun. And, if you're shooting pistol matches with a little gun like this, you're going to want it to be able to lock the slide back. Anyway, I know I kind of harped on that a little bit. My apologies, but that's just important for me. You've got some really good texturing here on the front strap, really good texturing here on the rear strap, and that's very important because this polymer receiver is these stocks, these grips, whatever you want to call them. You get what you get. Really good, deep cocking serrations, serrated magazine catch. Something else that I noticed, it appears that this little pistol has some sort of an accessory rail on it. Okay, y'all, that concludes the video portion of this review. Please go to rangehot.com to check out the rest of the text.